Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to another Lockboss show and giveaway. This is Lockboss season 4.27. And I tell you what, here in just a little bit, in a few moments actually, we're going to have two special guests. Hopefully they're very familiar to you. We have the one and only Jimmy J and also Ryan Nunley. So of course, they were both here in person a couple weeks ago, spent 4 days with us, hung out, we had some fun. They hung out here at CLK, checked out my dad's lock shop. He may have put one of them to work. Okay, I don't know. We'll see how that story goes. And so, yeah, I'm going to bring both of them on. We're going to kind of talk through it. And I think that I'm guessing, I haven't talked to them about it really beforehand, but I think they'll have some pretty cool insights, actually. Kind of getting to see the inner workings of kind of how things go. We got the one and only Jimmy J and Ryan. How are we doing?
Hey, everybody. Doing well. It's been a long journey for me, about 3 weeks really since I've been home. So had a Loa for a week, then came up to Idaho. And then my son and a bunch of his friends wanted to do a senior trip. So as the one drawing the short straw, I ended up going with him and 5 of his classmates on a little vacation. So yeah, finally back in the normal grind of things as of yesterday, which was not normal. It's crazy. And today was just as crazy. So, but it's all good. Back home and back in the studio.
I like it. Ryan, or up, I can't see Jimmy. You're kind of like you're half kind of cut out and you're pointed at something. I think that's.
Well, if you throw me full screen at some point, you'll be able to see the Lockboss after party banner in the background. So,
Julio, is there a way you could do that real quick?
There we go. Look at that.
All right.
New wall decoration for the studio.
Ryan, how are you doing?
Good. When I got back, I got straight back to work and busy overall. It was a great trip. Learned a lot.
Cool. I'm hoping were you at some point able to fully recover from the lack of sleep?
I got back and had a ton of new ideas for my shop, which I couldn't be at right now. But so I've been working towards building the shop up and getting that somewhat to Pete's standard. Yeah, I know I've been wearing myself out. I know I was pretty tired most of that trip.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just kind of start it off here. And I kind of just want to go through each day, some takeaways, some different things. And so it started out, so we all... essentially, Sunday morning, all of us are up here in North Idaho, and we figured it'd be a good time to have some fun. So we went up to Kellogg, Idaho, and went on a gondola ride, which is, I believe they said, the largest or second largest in North America. And then we went up to Wallace, Idaho, and went on a mining tour. Kind of curious on your guys' thoughts on the takeaways from doing those things.
Those were the coolest things. Go ahead, Ryan. You jump in.
Yeah, that gondola was awesome. I'd definitely go there, make another trip back in the winter. It's got to be a really fun skiing and snowboarding time. The mining trip was super awesome. I really enjoyed that, the tour and the tour around the city there. That was super cool. The tour guide was really funny. A lot of neat things. Yeah, so overall, I wasn't expecting that. Like, I was expecting to show up and just kind of see the shops and see what you have going on, and kind of surprised us with the mining trip, the mining tour, and the gondola ride, and that was really cool. Made the trip so much better, and you guys were fantastic. you and Pete.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, glad you liked it. It was, the gondola ride's one thing, but I mean, that mining tour, that guide, you're right, was really good. The live demonstrations, Jimmy. I mean, thanks for taking all these photos, actually. But what were you thinking?
I thought it was the coolest thing. I kind of left it to you to kind of be the tour guide and showcase the area. Freeman Philly just told me at Aloha that I would love it. It's one of his favorite places in the world to go. And he was not joking. Every time that we turned a corner, there's another beautiful stream to see, another valley, another lake. It was just gorgeous. And not having been in that area before, I've passed through it a little bit in North Idaho on a Amtrak train one time. I hadn't really experienced the area, and it was just fantastic. This is Marty. He was our tour guide, and he was quite the character. And then we also, of course, had this tram. I think it was a modern vehicle underneath with the build on top for just hauling you up to the mine tour. But yeah, I mean, that was really cool. The gondola ride was really cool. There's us leaving the tram. And if you kind of look, you can see all the way up to the top of that mountain, the tippy top. That's not the end of the ride. I think it went just a little bit beyond that. And it was just amazing view. From what we could see, we were actually up in the clouds. So that was a lot of fun to be able to see that and to learn about all the different trails that are there. It's a massive resort, massive ski resort. And there's plenty of mountain biking up there. Silver Mountain, and it was just an amazing ride. A lot of fun. And so thank you for that.
Yeah, anything goes higher. We didn't go to the highest
Absolutely.
peak.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. And then that's awesome. Yeah. And so from there, we went back and had dinner at kind of the picturesque resort. When you look up a photo of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, you'll always see it in it. We finished up dinner there. And then that kind of ended tourism, right?
Yeah, dinner was really good. The guys all got dessert. And there's this thing called a gooey, which is this gigantic ice cream bowl in a giant margarita glass. They all got little minis. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Just get the regular size. So we got, it must have been like a whole gallon of ice cream. And I ate the whole thing. The guys were very surprised.
Yeah. Yes, I know. I think that's the exact thing that you ordered right there. Isn't it, Ryan? You and Jimmy?
Yeah, that's the one.
You, for the record,
you got
Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It was seeing you eat that thing and still saying you could eat more. I was like, you know what? This guy is going to be a contender for the hot dogs, right?
You guys fed me so much, and I kind of have a traveling issue. I get sick a little bit. The day of the hot dog eating contest, I got a little sick, so I would have been right up there with the winner. But
oh yeah. Okay, well, cool. So that kind of concluded, day one, lots of fun, kind of just hanging out. I figured if you guys were going to come all the way up here, you might as well get to experience the area a little bit before we got down to business, right? And so Monday morning, my dad, the LockFather, comes and picks you two up, and you start going on the tour. Over the course of the time, you guys got to see all three stores. And I'm curious, like, just your takeaways, interesting points that you'd like to bring up. I just want to hand the floor to you guys to kind of talk about maybe what you saw or didn't see, that sort of thing.
I thought it was very interesting. The three different shops that Pete has, he has them all set up in a different way, different things going on, different sizes. One where he's showcasing safes and other things. One where it's very, very small, where it's kind of just few things here and there. And the shop where he had he's trying to branch out. He's talking about either starting a school or something, a locksmith, like his ideas of branching out. And it's really cool to see the back end of his shop over the many years. It's very old school. I like that. everything's a manual cutter. I think he just decided to get some automatic cutters. I thought that was really neat. Like, he didn't really mess with motorcycle lishies or have a whole bunch of lishies. And I was like, really? So it's just interesting to see his style of things, how he goes about working. And yeah, I don't know. It was great. It gave me a ton of ideas for my own shop, and just being there was a great time. Pete was awesome. Way cooler than I thought he'd be. And it was cool.
Well, Pete was just exactly as cool as I thought he would be. So I'll say that. Yeah, we had an opportunity to go around all the different stores. I ended up, we started out Monday morning going to one of the stores, and Tanner, Kid Lock, was going out to move a safe. So I accompanied him and had a fun time talking with him, hanging with him, just exchanging experiences because, you know, like Tanner said, and like we all know, everybody that's probably on this live stream, all your friends, it seems like, are in other towns. And so just to be able to have that little bit of camaraderie and exchange stories, experiences, how you approach different things in your local area was a lot of fun. And then the owner of the house was very, very accommodating, let us video the move. So that might be coming to a video near you soon.
Yes.
And so that was a lot of fun. I will say this, and let me see if I can find the picture, because for those of you who might be looking for equipment, you know, you've seen the video last year of the safe moving equipment that Pete has, the trailer and the dolly. And it is, let's see here if I can get to it. This is the narrow driveway that Tanner had to back up. It's uphill, and where I'm standing is right at the corner. So he still had to turn about 90 degrees in order to get that trailer spotted. And he did it like an ace. One try, made it look easy, no effort. But yeah, it was pretty cool. We also had an opportunity to check out some of Pete's shops, see what was inside them. Here we're outside, getting ready to go out on that move. Hey, Julio, can we make this full screen real quick? Look at that. There is a salesman and a half for you, folks. You need a safe, Pete's got one for you.
Yes.
And then let's see if anybody in the chat knows how special this place is. We'll give you a couple seconds to take a guess what this space was. Give them any hints, PJ?
Those shelves that you see on the back there were used to store some keys.
Ooh, Mike D, Carl Lewis, you guys got it. Yeah, that's where CLK Supplies started. So, yeah, really cool stuff.
Yes. You're right. Yeah, well, yeah, the amount of people in the chats actually who knew that was pretty cool. I know we've showed it maybe one or two other times, but
so, and then somebody was busy working on a motorcycle. So I'll let Ryan talk about his fun.
Yeah, we did end up getting the key of that one. So I had Pete get some lishies for the Kawasaki. We attempted a key. I got the first key I made. So they were impressioning, and none of the keys were turning. I got out the lishies that he had bought for it. I got a quarter turn out key I made, but it needed a little bit more fine tuning, and I couldn't get the fine tuning going with tools that he had there. I might have had it here, but want to run through all his keys. But it was fun just to
I wanted to mind it.
Yeah, show him something new. It would have been nice to have it work, because he was like, show me something new, I'll give it a go. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get you into these. You're gonna want, you know, all the motorcycle issues. So when those motorcycles come in, you could just decode it and make a key right there instead of doing the longer process of impressioning. He had all three of his guys impression that lock. That lock was super difficult, but you know, can't get them all.
Yeah, that one was a challenge. I know you guys were working on it. And that was it was fun to watch and check out the shop and meet all the staff and everybody at all the different locations. You guys are so blessed to be able to have the staff that you do. I mean, it was such an amazing thing to meet everybody behind the scenes, not only at CLK Supplies, everybody in the warehouse and the print shop, but all the CLK locations. Everybody was so welcoming and happy to see us. And it was so much fun. And just like Ryan said, I came back from this with a lot more enthusiasm about my own business, to be honest. There are times, as we all know, that we start going down a routine, a path, and to have an opportunity to come out, check out how other people are doing it, seeing what they do, either the same or different. It was really a really welcome experience. And you're going to think I'm crazy and you're going to think maybe I haven't traveled too many places, but honestly, I put this right in that top 5 experiences of travel, just because we had a chance to connect, got to hang out with Ryan, got to hang out with Pete. It was just amazing. I had a great time. So, and then the surprises kept coming, We went out for dinner one of the next nights, and what's right there on the receipt for the evening? Country Lock and Key. So Pete told us a little bit about some of the advertising that he does and the associations that he makes with people. And, it was really fun to see all the different ways that you can advertise your business.
Yeah. I mean, how would you, if there was like one takeaway or surprise from each of you by seeing my dad's locksmithing operation and stores and all of that, like what would that be?
I'd probably put it kind of split 50-50 on how much similarity there is in what we experience, but also the different ways that you end up accomplishing in the same task. It was reassurance, really, that as an independent lock shop owner, I don't have anybody else to really test against it. I don't have anybody to compare against how I do things. So naturally, I'm either doing it really awesome or I'm doing it so bad I don't even realize it. But one of the things that spending time with Pete and all the shops helped me realize is, yep, we're all in the same boat. We're pulling the same oars. I did learn one thing, though, about PJ. Julio, if you can go full screen again real quick. PJ is OCD. This is in the building, and the O is our responsibilities, commitments, and actions. The C is about the care. To own it, care about it, and deliver for each other, our customers, and the company, care about them. And then delivering on our promises, commitments, and results. This is on the wall right there at the CLK headquarters. And as much of a play on words as the OCD is, when you look at that as a whole, you really realize it's not just something that needs to be put on the wall, but it's part of everybody that works there's philosophy. It's a nice reminder, but you can tell that's embedded in everybody just as the core person that they are. Everybody behind the scenes is so fantastic. Getting to meet and talk with Trina and everybody else in the warehouse and the t-shirt shop and in the engraving area. Ryan and I had a really great time, and it's amazing what you guys do in your small space there. You guys really do a lot. It's quite impressive. So thank you for that opportunity to be able to come in and let us take a look around and hang out and just be part of it. It was very, very special to me, and it means so much to me.
Yeah, absolutely. So, would you, and as a matter of fact, thank you for that, Jimmy. Yeah, and we'll get to that. I have some questions for you on that as well. We'll get to in just a minute. Ryan, what would you say your biggest takeaway or surprise was with hanging out with my dad, visiting his lock shops?
Kind of a little bit of Jimmy went over, like accomplishing, some of the same tasks with different stuff, seeing how a shop with employees operates. I'm an independent shop. And, you know, it was just really, honestly, really nice to see a shop, you know, front and back and hang out with the owner and, you know, be able to converse on whatever topics was really insightful and helpful. I've had my shop front for like a year and a half, and it's basically like you walk in, there's some keys on the wall, there's some stuff, but I really want to make it into a shop, right? And it was very helpful to get insights from Pete. Very grateful for that. And yeah, I'd say I'm just really grateful to be shown around and treated as a good friend while I was there. You know, it's just very nice to be there, and everything was just so relaxed and fun, and it was a vacation. Definitely top 5 trips for me, and I've been all over the country.
Awesome. Yeah, glad to hear. So, all right, well, hey, let's move to day 2, right? Day 2 we spent here at CLK. I mean, you guys, we all sat in this room here together and wandered the shelves and talked to some staff that has never made it on TV, YouTube, I should say. But yeah, it looks like Jimmy's taking a snap little pic of me there. What?
You actually know how to get around the warehouse.
What's that?
You actually do know how to get around the warehouse.
Yeah,
and
not
where everything's at. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Your systems are excellent.
Yeah, so I'm curious what observations and just like overall thoughts of like just kind of, you've both obviously interacted from being on the other side of, the internet and actually be on this side and kind of see the setup. Be sitting here with us and just wandering around and meeting other staff members. I'm just curious.
Well, again, you've got a fantastic crew that you have working for you. You're again a very lucky business owner to have such great people underneath you. They definitely are dedicated to the entire cause, whether it be in the t-shirt shop or in the warehouse. I was even talking about Trello a little bit. Something you were using. What's that?
Yeah, with Jackie. Yeah.
Yeah, with Jackie. I was talking about Trello a little bit and how you guys use it in the t-shirt shop. But then I started seeing things that I thought I could probably use and benefit from that same system with the lock side. I'll probably throw together some stuff right now. I'm in a little bit of a preliminary stage of seeing how I can make that work for me. And once I do, I'm going to probably throw a little video out there and share it with the guys in the after party. And if you're interested, maybe shoot it over to you or something. But the neat thing about that system is you can customize it pretty much however you want. And what I'll use it for is when I go to a customer site and I take all kinds of pictures of what was there prior to my work. And then as I left it, I can go back and it can become an archive for me where I can pull that up. And the next time that I'm there, I can share with the customer, look, this is how I left it. And this is how it looks when I arrive. Maybe there's a little bit of abuse. Maybe there's something that's not really utilized all that well by the customer. And, you can share with them some things, but it also helps you down the line archive a lot of detail and not have to load up maybe your own server if you have one or your phone or whatever you have for taking pictures. So it'd be a great tool that I think could be used in the lock world. The systems that you have in place, the ability to house every single, how many, you said over 9,000 CLK SKUs and how many thousand lockpicks? It's all right there. And it took a handful of seconds. Hey, can you look this up? Where's it located? I would say 15, 20 seconds. We were walking towards the shelf and you could easily identify where it was at, pull it out, put it in front of you and take a look. We were even playing with some C123 keyways and Alishi, Josh, one of our fellow after party members who is at Aloha. He's been having some problems with his pick, trying to figure it out. And we could notice that it just in certain cylinders, in certain chambers might hang up just a little bit as you're trying to move it around. And, that was something that was really fun to do. We could kind of diagnose it right there, right in the warehouse, right in front of us, because everything was easy to find. It makes your guys' team's effort so easy. It's I've been in different places where there are not good systems, and it's difficult, and it shouldn't be. And you've already made it so much easier for your employees by putting together systems that you have. It's really cool. Again, it was eye-opening, and everybody was positive and optimistic, welcoming. So yeah, couldn't have been a better experience, and it couldn't be with a better group of people. And then, of course, when we got to the hot dog eating part, thank you, Kylie, for picking out the good hot dogs. Wow, they were good. And everybody's effort, Ian, Lily, and Kylie putting together everything for that. It was just fantastic. It was a lot of fun. And I know there's a lot of hard work and stress involved in making sure everything's ready for that. You guys are aces, and you guys made it look easy, and it was so much fun. So thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. There's some good, interesting takeaways. It's funny because stuff that becomes so familiar with us, like day to day and doing that stuff, just feels normal, right? But for people coming in and seeing it, I remember for a while, sometimes it's like down in the warehouse in particular, it's quiet, right? Kind of the building for the most part is like very quiet almost all the time. And that's something that a lot of people have always kind of commented on. They're like, where's all the noise? And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, it just feels normal. So well. Ryan, so day 2, showing up here at CLK, and same question to you. I mean, do you have any takeaways or anything that you'd like to talk about?
It was really awesome to see how much you got going on there, and like that space, and how much you can actually make out of it. Like you said, how, you had a warehouse in Arizona or something, and pretty much had it all shipped there. You got your team, who's a wonderful team, condense it down to just like another row of things in your warehouse, like just a whole warehouse down to a row, in your existing warehouse. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, it was, definitely cool to see all the things going there. The t-shirt shop, I had forgotten about that, and I'll be putting in some orders. I've been working on some designs. It was fun to, try to help out your guy with the laser. Been playing around with my own F1 over here since I got back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it was fun. It was cool going up to where you're at, where you're sitting right now, and you showing me the prototype of your new product. That was a really cool product. I hope to get one when it comes out. The whole thing was so friendly, and like it was just all the people there. They seemed to like it. Yeah, the hot dog eating contest. That day I had an off day. It was a little disappointing because I knew if I ever got in a hot dog eating contest, I would be the winner. And I was a little stomach sick that day, so that was the only little disappointment. But yeah, no, it was great. Everybody was friendly. The way you have everything organized and going on there, it's amazing.
Ryan, I thought you were the ringer. I thought you were the one that was going to just leave everybody in the dust. So if I would have known that, I would have given you some of my Tums. I would have done anything to, shoulder massage or anything to loosen you up and make you ready to go. Cause I was really thinking that you were going to do it, but hey, Tyler's feet of 8, that's nuts. That's
yeah.
I thought I got 9. I got 7. 9? I think he was 2 up.
Okay. Still.
Yeah.
Crazy. So that was a lot of fun. It was a good time. And
I took a video. Just I had to practice one time. I never did a fast eating contest. I did 7 in like 4 minutes, and that's only because I didn't cook more. And I was like, oh yeah, I got the same feet. I can eat another like 4 or 5. And yeah, I'll have to send you that video.
And a big shout out to Dylan too for taking time away from what he was in the middle of, letting the boss redirect him over to the laser engraver. We had some fun with Dylan, and he was definitely eager to try some different settings and see how things could work better and more effectively and efficiently for them. And so Ryan's experience with that was really awesome. So yeah, totally cool. It was a lot of fun. And then Tuesday night, then we went to take a look at PJ's new building. That's coming along good.
And you guys got to meet my wife.
She does exist.
Right? She does exist.
It was funny because I was talking to PJ before I left, and he was like, "You do know I have a wife?" And I was like, "Yeah, we just met her like last night." I was like, "Of course."
Yep. Great to see the girls. Alice was there, and then of course at Vegas the past couple of years, both Addie and Audrey have been out there, so I've gotten to meet them before, and they're just fantastic. So you're really lucky to have such a great family, PJ.
Yeah, thank you.
And you even have a really awesome dog. Tommy just loves up to you.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I thought that was great. It was fun just to kind of hang out Tuesday evening and just kind of chat this or that. You know, my wife, she's trying to get you guys to tell some birding stories, right? Which is a common theme in my house right now. But yeah, good stuff. And then lastly, on Wednesday, it was kind of a wrap-up day, right? We spent some time. It was kind of like everyone was, it was like, hey, we have a little bit of time left. What do we want to do? Ryan went back to work, actually, for my dad, trying to make that key. Poor guy, I mean, have you sent him a bill for that yet, Ryan? Or
Nah, he bought the list sheets. I'm not going to make him pay.
Okay. And then Jimmy and I messed with a lot of audio and camera equipment and that kind of stuff, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And so that kind of concluded the trip. But, it was a lot of fun getting to hang out with you guys for a few days. And
yeah, I was looking for one of the keys that I have had a hard time identifying. And Identikey is doing a fine job, but because of the weird milling, the side of the blade kind of has like a wave in it. So I kept picking up different things. And so I thought, I'll bring a key along. Well, note to self, note to anyone that's traveling, put it in a Ziploc and tape it to something that you will absolutely, like a shirt or something, so you don't lose it. I literally found the key today as I was unpacking and putting stuff away, and it was exactly where I put it. I just didn't dig far enough. So yeah. So I ended up sending one to you, PJ, and I think if you can identify it at some point, let me know. That was probably the only thing that I can think of that I really missed out on. I wanted to test your skill set right there in person, but
yeah, that definitely would have been fun. But yeah, I got it sitting on my desk, and I'll see if I can't just maybe figure it out.
And then also the great pick again with the skyline of Vegas. That's cool. And luck favors the skilled. Great quote. You guys should do a complete line of apparel with luck favors the skilled. I think that is a bang up winner. And also I got to ask you, why, PJ? Why do you not like these vials?
Oh, it hurts even seeing them. Jimmy, the vials are bad. Okay.
Why?
For many reasons. Number one, bad use of space. Give me 10 envelopes compared to 10 vials, and the 10 envelopes will whoop up on those 10 vials. Number two, the little snap thing at the top, I don't trust that. Like hold it, put them on a couple on your table and fling them off, see if they stay closed. I'm not trusting it. Oh yeah. Ooh, no. Show that little clasp again. Show that little clasp, that little tiny, just that little thing there. Not good. Jimmy, you're braver than me flipping that thing upside down.
You sound like you own a warehouse if you're concerned with packing everything that you can into the smallest space possible.
Yeah. It is a thing. Plus, also, you could talk to the guys in the warehouse on those vials. Like when you ship them, you have to take extra care when you ship them to ensure that they don't pop open.
Sure. Yep.
And truly, Jimmy, are you willing, like, if you could, like, I don't want to pay for those vials. Do you want to pay for those? And by the way, Lab, no hard feelings, by the way, we're just messing around. But
I love them.
Jimmy, you love them. I mean, okay. Julio, put some confession music on real quick. We need to get a couple things out of Jimmy here. If you wouldn't mind, tell Ryan and I and all the listeners out there, what do you do with your leftover vials? Because a hunch tells me you don't throw them away.
This is very true. I don't. Usually what I end up doing is putting shims in there, other little small things, tips off of the lockpick gun, anything that's small and has screws or attachments or whatever. Yeah, they definitely will go in there. Many times I'll just here's a little hint too, the print that's on the top, if you take hairspray or an alcohol pad, you can just rub them off and you can write whatever you want on there so you can make sure that you know what's in there. I also have all of the common size schlag and other ones in vials, and I have those standing upright in a little thing that I've printed that's in my bottom of my lab wedge, my super wedge. And so each thing has a place, it's organized, it's the best. I don't see why you don't like it.
I mean, Jimmy, what's it going to take for you to see the light? Okay, or let me ask you a better question. What do you think you will do first? Switch to an iPhone or stop buying vials?
Wow. I don't see either of those things happening. So I guess I can rest assured that the world is
Can I stop you first? I got 1% on my phone. I just want to say, Pete and PJ, you guys are considered a friend. I had the most amazing time being out there with you guys. You guys are so friendly, and I learned a lot. Was inspired.
That could be the end of Ryan. His 1% is maybe now 0%. But I know exactly what Ryan's saying, because absolutely you guys were the quintessential host. You could not have been more accommodating and more caring and more interested in making sure that, we got to see everything that we wanted to see while we were there. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, lifelong friends, it's just everything that, aside from the punishment of telling me that I need to get rid of vials, it was fantastic. And you guys are just, your entire team, everybody was so welcoming and accommodating. Just could not have had a better time.
Absolutely. Yeah, Ryan. Yeah, having Ryan on. Ryan, it was awesome. I appreciate you coming up and hanging out with us. And I believe I heard your final word before your phone died was for Jimmy to ditch the vials.
Never.
I think that's what I heard.
Never.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it makes me wonder, Jimmy, an item I have never sold because I just haven't been able to really stomach it is that vial stand. Like the little stadium. Do you think people will buy that if we start selling it?
So when I purchased a lot of my equipment from my mentor who passed away from his estate, that was just a full rack of all of them were in there. It's what you get used to. It's what you come up with. It's what you have. So, that works for me. May work for other people. I don't know. We can maybe put a poll up someday and you can see if people want more vials, and the customer's always right. So you're going to have to accommodate.
Man, so, I know. If enough people say they want vials, we're going to have to start selling them. Okay. But then I'll feel like every time people buy them, I'll be like, are they trying to mess with me? But no, I think that, something interesting fact about that, Jimmy, at Lab, they have this the machine that does the vials is actually really awesome. Like they have this automated machine on this, it's actually pretty cool. But, I think I'm going to send a message here tomorrow. I think we need our next lab order. We're going to bring in the stadium. I see enough people here. People like vials and they like the same. I don't know, Jimmy. I'm questioning everything right now. I'm seeing all these I like vial comments. I'm wondering, it's like, do I even like Milwaukee or Ryobi anymore? Should I switch back to Android? everything's on the table at this point.
You got to find the right tool for the moment. And for some people, vials are it. For other people, iPhones are it. Well, I can't understand that, but yeah, it's all good. But I can tell you one thing. If you didn't get a pick at Vegas, you're missing out. These rakes are awesome.
Yes. And as a matter of fact, I actually already have the email done up. We're going to bring those picks in, not that exact one, but that design. And we'll hopefully within 45 days, we'll have them in stock. So, and it looks like the Vertex slide pick is about 90 days out.
Cool.
But about 60, 70 days, probably, maybe 80. But yeah, so it should be pretty cool. But man, well, Jimmy, I tell you what, I appreciate you and Ryan both coming on and kind of talking about it all. Figured it'd be fun to kind of rehash. And I was really kind of curious myself. And I figured it'd be the best way to hop on live here and chat it out. So
sorry to Lily and Julio for talking so much and probably keeping you guys late, but I definitely appreciate you all. And thanks for being so accommodating. It was absolutely fantastic. A trip of a lifetime. And PJ, I'll catch up with you a little later. I'll let you do your thing. Appreciate you having Ryan and us and myself on. The two of us had a lot of fun out there and learned a lot. So thank you for that. Very special.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. My dad and I also enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun just to hang out. And, I'm glad we did it. And hopefully in the future, we'll be able to do something like it.
Sounds good. All right. Take care.
Right. Sounds good. We'll see you, Jimmy. Hey, there you have it. That is today's show. A lot of fun. Ryan and Jimmy, I tell you what, if you ever get a chance to meet them, hang out with them, take the opportunity. Great guys, lots of fun. I mean, just, we're talking about a little bit about everything at dinner and doing this different stuff. Just very pleasant, fun people. Anyways, everybody, hey, I really thank you for being here. Great show. It's fun kind of talking about it and just hearing their insights on the lock shops and all of that. Until then, and I'm thinking these next couple of weeks, one of something I realized, we have not done a trivia show for a while. So I'm going to try within the next 2 weeks, but we're going to do another trivia show and have some fun. Okay. Otherwise, until then, and we'll see you same place, same time next week. Y'all take care.